it's kind of tough to go back to knives that I've owned for a while and test factory edges. I have to look at knives that maybe I've carried but haven't used much, like this Beg Daimisi. This MKM Asanzo, this is actually the second one. The first one I had got a small crack in the carbon fiber, and at Blade Show, I took it to the MKM booth, and they said they'd send me new scales if I, wrote to them about the problem. So I wrote to them about the problem. They sent me a whole new knife. So this one, I've been carrying the knife that had the crack. I put some cyanoacrylate in there and sanded it down a little bit, and you can hardly tell. So I've been carrying and using that knife. And this knife, if you look, it still has the little plastic piece that comes under the pocket clip in it. Never been used. So that's a good one to test. This bug out, this is a special edition bug out in M4. I got it at Blade Show. And I've carried it a little bit, but it's a special edition. I haven't really used it much. So we're going to test that. And then I have a 119 and a 110 buck that have never been out of the package before. I got them when they were on clearance at Walmart for a deal that you just couldn't pass up. So here's five more to test. Get on the list. Might as well start out with the ones that are unwrapped with the MKM Asanzo. See what this is. 175. That's pretty good. That's a real good score. All right, set that one off to the side. I'll show you the list of all of the ones I've tested so far as soon as we get through these five. My writing's terrible. I'm going to have to rewrite the list. Maybe I need to start keeping it in a spreadsheet. Okay, the M4 bug out. Oops. Wow. 124. That is a great score. Factory edge. Wow, I'm impressed. Benchmade tends to put toothy edges on, but that's fantastic. That's the best one that I've had so far in all my testing. Wow. All right. This Beg Daimisi, this is a sweet knife. Feels really good in my hand. All right. Hope if I put a new clip in. Got so excited about that score on that bug out that say you can go too fast, but you can't go too slow with this. You want a good accurate. All right, 205. That's a good score. Anything around 200 or below, I think, is a real good score. So 205 for the Beg. All right. I'll go ahead and get the scale set up, and then we'll unwrap these two bucks. I could have done it ahead of time, but I figure as long as they were in the package, you might as well see proof that they're definitely factory edges. right in the package. Tell you what, these scissors, these Heritage, they're really high leverage. Man, they make this stuff. I bought these to cut leather with, but and I don't cut really harsh things with it, but wow, they do work good. What a classic knife. Absolutely classic. I'm not saying it's not without its faults, but there's a reason that the 119 has been in a lot of movies and things. Okay, let's see how sharp she is. .337. Whew. I mean, it's still in the range for fine cutlery. I'm going to do one more with that. Most of these, I found that this scale in this test media is pretty consistent. But this is such a big blade, I want to test it back a little bit further too, for my own curiosity. .232. So this one I tested more on the flat like I did the other knives. I think it's more relevant. On the other one I tested up here and it was kind of at a higher angle. I think .232 is more representative of what we're actually looking for here. So that's what we're going to go with. And then the legendary Buck 110. Do you think it's legendary? It's definitely one of the most popular folding knives of all time. See, this one's definitely been sitting on the shelf for a while. That brass has started to tarnish in the package. Thing's been there for a minute for sure. But I couldn't pass up the clearance price. I really don't care about the tarnish. Doesn't matter to me a bit. All right. We're all reset and ready to go. .144. Wow. I didn't expect it to be that good. I mean, the buck comes sharp. There's no doubt in my mind. Yeah, that's sharp as heck, but it's fairly thick behind the edge. But it certainly has a good edge on it. 144 for the Buck 110. So here's how we stand right now. This Phoebe Plecoid at 171.5, the Rosecraft Otter Creek Barlow 202, CJRB Hectare 200. Bastide Raccoon was really sharp out of the box at 164. That Hogue EXA05, that was that auto knife, the out the side, That was at 217. That M4 bug out, man, 124. That thing is screaming sharp. Buck 119, 232. I'd say that's pretty good for such a big fixed blade. Buck 110 at 144. That's a great edge. The MKM Asanzo 175. That's great. That one's fairly thick behind the edge as well, but that's a fantastic edge. And the Beg Daiichi at 205. That's great. All of those are sharp. I haven't come across a knife with a bad factory edge yet. I'm sure we will, because this sharpness tester is part of my reviews from now on. So I'm sure we're going to run across something that's not good. But so far, so good. So thanks for watching. Just a quick sharpening update, and I'll be back with more.